I also
MashaAllah.
like the tattoo, but it,
Ah,
you know,
La ikraha fiddin?
I want to try it, and someone that I really would like to do since the first time I become Muslim
Mm,
was a tattoo. In Italy, for example,
mm.
we every time said that Islam converted by force. This verse uh, also say this, but also say something
Yeah.
that I think is really important
Mm.
about this. Um,
Assalamualaikum. In this episode of A Muslim Reverse Diary, we are going to meet Khâlid from Italy. He converted to Islam when he's only 15 years old, very young. I'm going to interview him via Skype.
introduction. Okay. I'm Tommaso Khâlid Valisi. I come from Italy. I was converted since I was 15. I choose Khâlid. I wanted everyone call me Khâlid. Another interesting thing about my name Khâlid, my surname Valisi. Valisi is direct connected to Wali and Walid
Ah.
because yeah, I understand this after became Muslim after choose Khalid. My dad's roots are Turkish. In fact, Valis in Turkish it means of the mayor.
So you're
Wali.
Khalid al-Walid.
Yeah! I never had listened my story to uh, another one person because in Italy I know a lot of people that are converted to Islam, but they usually maybe have some friends that are Muslims, or maybe they are a girl that come from a Muslim country, or maybe haven't this, but they try to do a particular way to their spirituality. My conversion was was without any one of these things, and it was something completely self alone and without knowing, because when I had converting to Islam, I just know that God is Allah and Muhammad is one of the prophets, but I never know nothing about Muhammad, and also about Allah. I know little because in Italy we are a little Islamophobic, honestly,
Oh, really?
because yeah, me no, but Italian people, because Italy is in a particular place in Mediterranean Sea. Okay, in the most part of Italian history, Muslims were the enemy. Italian people say Rome as the civilization, and if you see Rome as civilization, is easy. It's easier that the one that is successive to Rome is your enemy. So in Italy, nobody talk about Islam. In Italy, when you say something about Muslims, you usually say like when an American talk about African people in Africa. There was some cities like Palermo that have a really strong Islamic history, but in Italy, nobody talk about this because it's quite difficult, and usually the people say Islam as suspect and an old enemy. For example, the flag of Sardinia have three head of Moors. When I converted to Islam, I didn't have some friend that was Muslims, so I don't know exactly why I had converted, but I know that when I did it, I never had some support or some facilities because nobody can help me except Muslims. I wasn't scared, but I had some problems, some of my problems that stopped me to go out to a house, and moreover to know some people that they was really near to me for spirituality, for way to think. 1.5 years passed to my conversion. I never was been in a mosque, for example. I finally come to mosque. The imam say, you are too much. You are too much like Salafi, okay? Too much. Something wrong that I did in my first time Muslims. I usually did pray. I usually did salah in bathroom.
Oh, why is that?
Because I see some videos in, for example, Dubai or similar, and they have with ceramic. The floor is like our bathroom. So in time, I think this, and moreover, is also because when I converted to Islam, nobody know about it, and also a little scared because I don't know how the people, what happens. I thought in that time that maybe I will lose some of my friends, or maybe I will lose something. So
I wanted to know, like, when was the first time you ever heard about Islam?
first time, honestly, I know I listen about Islam when my uncle talk about Taliban. My uncle is really Christian. He like to go to church. He like to do some things, and he said that the Taliban, uh, even without good, something good, because if someone says to you, go to kill yourself and kill everyone, is not a really good thing. My uncle say, look, even they listen this thing, these really bad things, these of course not good things, they say, this is a command of Allah, so we must do it. Yeah, it's something strange in Italy, because in Italy, honestly, they are everyone is Christian, but it's really difficult to see someone that is really Christian. For example, there is a period in Christian time. I know in Italian. I don't know honestly in English, that we call Quaresima. Okay, Quaresima are the 40 days before pitch. Okay, and in these days you usually do fast, but not in Italy fasting in that days.
Who helped you to learn Islam? That is my question.
In first time, no, honestly, no. I just ask something that I don't understand, but honestly, the most part of what I know, I understand by Wikipedia. When I meet the Imam for first time, when I meet the other Muslims, I didn't have some big problem. Like I was a Muslim from in my entire life, but he's not grown up in a religious family. I wasn't a really good Christian, honestly, but I go to church. I didn't know when you go to mosque and you put out your shoes are not using to put off our shoes. Okay, for example, I am in my home and I have shoes. But in mosque there are not stealer that put. Most important question now that I already have is who is really Al-Khidr? Al-Khidr was the character that met Moses, and with him he killed someone, he break the ship, etc. Because this character I see, and it is really similar to a character of Lord of the Rings. That Tom Bombadil is the same, but also for Tom Bombadil, nobody say who is it. Honestly, I just know how to write and how to pronunciate Arabic. Yeah, I don't have a grammar, and I need to learn more vocabularies. But honestly, I can speak in a little, but I can speak in
Wow.
Arabic. I also
MashaAllah.
have the tattoo, but it, you know,
La ikraha fid din. When did you get the tattoo?
when I was 18, 3 years after became Muslim. I know that is not a good thing in Islam, but I need to say, to be clear, converting when I was 15, I wasn't like the over that converted to Islam, because usually when someone convert to Islam, start a new life, a completely new life, and start a life just to do good thing. Okay, when I was converted in Islam, I was 15, and for example, in that period, I didn't taste in my life to be drunk. In the period that I did the tattoo, I also try these things that Muslim people didn't can't do it. Okay, you just try. Honestly, I didn't drink some alcohols from 2 years or similar. Yeah, I don't like it. Honestly,
Okay.
I want to try it, and someone that I really would like to do since the first time I become Muslim. First time I want to do just Allahu Akbar. In Italy, for example, we also we every time said that Islam converted by force. This verse also say this, but also say something that I it's really important about Islam. Islam say every sin that you do is your sin. Okay, if you do something is about your dad, not about you, and etc. There is no conscription in religion. It's something that is really strong for you with to others. So you can't convert anyone to Islam. You need to know what is correct in Islam. Nobody can say now you must to pray. Nobody can say to you something that says to you, oh, you should pray, because if you pray, is something good for you.
So it's like a reminder to you and the non-Muslim there that you're doing this for yourself, right? You're not being forced to do this. Do you have any struggle? I mean, of course you have struggle after you become Muslim, right?
To work, no, because I'm man, honestly. So nobody. If I don't say that I'm Muslim, nobody can. My family is not quite bad, honestly, because for example, my grandfather and my grandmother say to you, you are Muslim, we are Christian, it's not a problem.
They're fine.
Yes. My mother say, I don't like Muslims, but honestly, you are so sweet when you become Muslim. My father say, you can be Muslim, but the most important thing is that you must to work. So if Islam cannot permit you to work, you must stop Islam. But
okay,
okay, let's do.
Yeah.
And the last one is my uncle that say, but can you become a Jew? Because I don't like Jew before. Muslim in the past I like. Now I must say to my son, Muslim are good, but you not be converted to Islam. It's not a good thing. So no, in Italy we are particular because if you became, for example, Italian Muslim, is good. But if you are, for example, Moroccan Muslim, no. A lot of men that are converted to Islam, they haven't so much problem. My mom that cook the dinner in the hour of dinner for everyone, and after I cook by myself. I am the only one.
The only Muslim.
Yeah. It was my first Ramadan with Ummah. My first Ramadan with Ummah. I think it was my most beautiful Ramadan, honestly, and it was a really special Ramadan. I try to do every Tarawih to go to a mosque. Now I need 30 minutes minimum. But the past, I also need 1 hour and a half to every night. I remember that I go to this mosque really long, really far away to my home with some of my Muslim friends. We go to car and we go to see how the sun up in the morning.
Sunrise.
Yeah, I remember this like one of the most peace of soul. I remember that also I did a lot of work for mosques, like clean, like order, and this I think is really important. It gave the chance to connect it more with your religion, with your Islam, your Ummah.
Do you have any word for those who are interested to become Muslim in your country?
The most important thing to say to them is to not have scared about Islam, because the first thing that I see about Islam is that everyone are a little scared because we haven't good narration about Islam. We haven't someone that talk about Islam just how a way to live. The message is being kind with everyone, being everything, also with animals, etc., and be a good person. The basis is this. In fact, I remember that Muhammad said that who have not good manners is not a good Muslim. Yes, you need to understand and to remember a little of Quran, a little how to perform Salah. The most important thing is to be a good person. And I think that every time that Islam was attacked is a really good opportunity to other people to check what they think about Islam and what Islam is. I think that around maximum 1 year, we will see more converted Muslim.
Inshallah.
Converted Muslim, yeah.
Alhamdulillah. All right. Thank you so much for for accepting this interview.
If someone want to discover something more about Islamic culture, I have a website that it names Medio Oriente Dintorni.
Click subscribe to Good Tidings Net now.